Hello, today we are going to remove circlips. And I see this in a lot of videos on the internet where people disassemble Euro-cylinder locks like this, and they obviously have a circlip they need to remove in order to disassemble the core of the lock. And everyone are using their own tools, so I want to show and go over the tools I'm using and to show you what I think is the best idea to disassemble the locks and removing the circlips. So the first tool that I saw people use is this sort of plier thing, come on, where when you squeeze on the plier, it spreads these two needle things, and then the circlip is supposed to be removed. And I can try this on this lock, but I already tried it before and I wasn't so much successful, and I'll explain why I think this is not the right tool for this job. And actually what this tool is good for is probably locks like this, where the circlips hold the core, but you can spread it through a cavity or a slit in the core back. And if I'll spread it now, then the circlip will be easily removed. It's just hard to do through the camera, but you maybe, sorry, I'm doing this with my left hand. Okay, and the circlip is removed. And what I think you really don't want to do is use a screwdriver to pry it out, because for example this circlip, maybe if the camera will focus, it has this little grabby things, I don't know how to call them, which grab into the slit in the core, and you will really have a hard time prying it out with a screwdriver. So probably screwdriver is the worst thing, and this spreader tool is the second worst thing in my opinion, except for this kind of locks, which is okay. So what we have next is this tool. And if you were watching Lockpicking Lawyer, you saw him use this tool with quite a finesse, but you know, he's an expert. And again, I find it hard to use this tool, but it actually does work for me. So just put the tool inside, and as you can see, the circlip comes out pretty easily from the other side. So this tool is pretty good, and I'll link to the kit that contains this tool. If you can buy it, then it's probably a good idea. If you're removing a lot of circlips, this tool is a good idea. But if you don't want to buy the kit, there are other options. So let's put this guy back in, and I'll explain why the spreader tool is a bad idea, and what I'm going to show next is, in my opinion, a better idea. So this is a circlip, well, sort of, and the part you're spreading is actually not this side, but a weak point in the bottom of the circlip right here. So what you want to do is to apply force on this part. But if you try to spread the edges to the side, this edge there and this edge there. Okay, then you will be applying force on this hardened area here, and this is definitely not what you want. What you want is to apply force in this direction, and then it will be transferred to this section, and the circlip will spread. So what can we do to make this work? Windshield wipers. If you're making other tools, you probably have a bunch of those lying around, and these I think are 0.5 millimeter windshield wipers. And to remove the circlip, you simply need to align it right with the open section pointing up. So what you want to do, sorry about that, is to place both of these windshield wipers inside of here and just press down on it. And of course it doesn't work on camera. Usually it does work. And I just squeeze them down. And as you can see, the circlip is removed. Okay, so this is, in my opinion, the cheapest and the most effective tool you can use to remove these circlips. And I was doing it with the actuator on the lock. So this is probably the hardest way to remove a circlip. So I have one more of these that we can test on. And if you don't have windshield wipers, then you can go to a local car shop and get some, or you just replace the windshield wipers on your car and take the old ones. You can do the same with other tools. For example, I have these cut knives which I use to grind pins, to make serrated pins. You can see the video about making serrated pins on my channel. So again, the same method. Once you understand how the circlip works with the bendy part, then it's easy. Let's turn this. You just take the two things and squeeze the circlip out, and it's out. This is really, really easy. Okay, put it back on. Okay, sure, it's easier when the actuator is not here. If you don't want to cut knives, you can use filler gauge. Again, the 0.5 millimeter filler gauge. It comes, you can buy it from a Chinese website for a couple of dollars. You can buy this for, I think, it comes with a nice kit, I think for $20. And that's it. Just don't use the screwdriver. It's not really effective. Don't use this. This is not really effective. Use windshield wipers. That's it. Thank you.